This next one's a really funny guy, really great. You may have seen him last year. He did the halftime Pacuga's Waiters show concert. Sold out crowd at Venice Hall. He was hilarious. It's going to be great for you guys tonight. Please welcome Jon Zucker.
Is that Jeff Spence? Alright, just gonna start the set right now. Everyone's Jeff Spence. He has a humongous dick. Huge. So please sleep with him. Alright, Jeff, you have no more reason to talk. Everyone knows now. So this summer was fun. I got to hang out with my mom a lot, which was different. Because me and my mom have kind of an interesting relationship. Because when I'm at school, she loves me. She'll call me up and be like, "Sweetie, I just baked all this banana bread. Do you want me to send up banana bread for you and your friends?" And I'll be like, "Hell yeah, Mom, please send me that banana bread. Thank you very much. I love you." And it's amazing. But then when I was home this summer, I was like, "Mom, how about some banana bread?" And she's like, "How about you get a paid internship like all your other friends?" Which is like the opposite of being offered banana bread. But at the time, I was like, "Mom, the economy's not very good, that's why I don't have a paid internship." And she was just like, "Don't be rude." Which is a thing my mom says a lot, especially when I win an argument, but I'm not supposed to. And it's not fair, because like whatever I said before that isn't rude, whatever I'm gonna respond to that is gonna be rude. Like we were in the car at one point this summer, and she was like, "Man, I really like this Carrie Underwood song." I'm like, "Mom, that's not Carrie Underwood, that's Kelly Pickler, the 5th runner-up in the 5th season of American Idol. We watched it together." And she's like, "No, that's definitely Carrie Underwood." I'm like, "No, Mom, that's definitely Kay Pickles. Trust me, I understand, but I can understand your confusion. They have similar musical stylings." And she was like, "Don't be rude." And I was like, "I'm not being rude." And she's like, "Then why are you yelling at me then?" I'm like, "Oh my God, you're right. How did you do that?" I make fun of my mom. She's amazing. She's the best person I know. She, my whole life she worked from home. She'd be a full-time mom and a full-time working person. And I always respect her for that. Just take boo to my mom being employed. 2012. Alright, so big expense over there. So anyway. But my mom's amazing, but for such an amazing person, she rarely has anything interesting to say. No, it's okay because it's true. And she doesn't mean it. She's interesting. She can't tell a story that's worth your life, and she knows this. So what she'll do is she'll try to like add a lesson or a moral to the end of a story and try to trick you into thinking she didn't just waste 20 minutes of your life. So like, there's one point I called her up. I'm like, "Hey Mom, how are you?" And she was like, "Good. This morning I woke up and I was really in the mood for blueberries. So I'm like, I'm gonna go get me some blueberries." So I got in the car, I went to ShopRite. When I was in the parking lot, I was like, "Wait a minute, blueberries aren't in season. They're probably gonna be expensive." But I was like, "You know what, Cindy? I'm gonna go in there and check the prices." So I went inside. Blueberries were $5.99. $5.99? Can you believe that? That's ridiculous. And then this really nice young man, his name is Tim. Actually, it might have been Jim. Hold on a second. "Corey, what was the name of the young man at ShopRite?" "Your father has no idea." And let's just call it Tim. Tim's like, "They're only $3.99 if you have your ShopRite card." And I was like, "That's in my price range." So we had a laugh at that. And I went and I bought the blueberries and I went outside and it was raining and I had my umbrella and I was really happy. And that's why you always carry an umbrella. I feel like now that you know my mom, we know each other pretty well. So I want to share a story that's like really deep in my heart, something that happened in the summer. This is a story about the most amazing bus driver I've ever met. Yeah. So I took the New Jersey Transit a lot this summer to go into New York, and the New Jersey Transit, do it. It's amazing. During the day, you just sit next to like fat people with like weird beards. At night is when you get to meet the amazing people. And there was this one night where I was about 20 minutes away from my house, and I realized nobody else was in the back of the bus, so I went up to the front of the bus. And it was just me, this 50-year-old bus driver, and this Mexican guy. The bus driver was fucking with this Mexican guy so hard. He's like, Jose, get off my bus. And Jose's like, I don't want to get off the bus. And he's like, get off my bus. And Jose was like, no. And the bus driver opened the door of the bus while he was driving the bus. And he's like, get off my bus. And Jose's like, I don't want to get off the bus. And I was like, I think Jose's gonna die. So finally, we get to Jose's stop. By the way, I don't know if his name was actually Jose. I think he was just racist. We get to the stop. Jose gets off the bus, and the bus driver's like, Jose, I'm sorry about the mess I made at your house last night, because I fucked your wife. Ha ha! And it drives away. So now it's just me and the bus driver, and I was like, fuck, now I'm gonna die. So we ride in silence for a second, and then he turns to me and he's like, kid, where's your stop? And I was like, Shank Road, 15 minutes away. He's like, alright, I guess it's just you and me then. And he turns the bus so it says, not accepting passengers. And then I shit you not, it's me and him, he takes out a cigarette and starts smoking on the bus, which you're not supposed to do. I'm pretty sure I lost. So I was like, alright, you know, good run. So we're sitting in silence for a minute, and then he turns to me again and he's like, kid, I don't get off till 4 a.m. tonight. And I was like, man, that sucks, because I didn't want to die, I wanted to jump to the good side. And I swear to God, he turns to me, this 50-year-old man, he's like, no, it's okay, because I'm getting blown every night. You don't believe me, this fucking happened. And at the time I was like, every night, and in an instant, he transformed from a murderer into this super cool guy. Because in my brain, murderers don't get blowjobs. That's just how this works. Murderers don't get blowjobs. So then he's like, yeah, every night I take my pickup truck, I pick up these 2 girls, bring them back to my house, and you know, we have sex for the rest of the night. And a normal person would be like, whoa, that implies prostitution, which is bad. But at the time, I was like, 4:30 must be like blowjob o'clock then. So I totally excited at that point. So we're driving along, and I was just hoping that was the end of the conversation. I wanted to end on blowjob o'clock. Really bad. But then he dropped some knowledge on me that I didn't want to hear. He was like, yeah, kid, we're gonna have sex off the bus and on the bus, and I was like, whoa! Bus drivers have sex on the bus! And he's like, yeah, I've had sex on Route 136, 142, and he starts naming all the buses he's had sex on! And I was like, okay. And I'm like, wait a minute, not on this bus, right? And he just said, this is word for word, he said this to me, it's something I'll never forget. He says, kid, I just wouldn't sit in the back seat of any bus, because that shit's crusty. Which is the most perfect adjective I've ever heard in my whole life. But at the time, I was like, no! I just came from back there, and apparently so did he. We get to my stop, and I shook his hand, and I was just like, thank you so much for tonight. And he was just like, I'll see you soon. And he drove off into the magic of the night. And that night was the longest I've ever washed my hands. Thank you guys so much.